Shutterstock Music. Check this out. Shutterstock Music.
Welcome to Introduction to Football with Coach Brad. This is the second video in our Introduction to Football series and is intended for first and second year players, as well as parents and coaches. This video focuses on defensive positions. The goals for this video are as follows. First, to explain the various positions on defense. Second, to identify the basic roles of each position. And third, to give a basic understanding where each position lines up when on defense. We'll be basing this on the 5-3 formation. Now let's watch a play.
Jungle Valley.
The previous play resulted in a turnover because everyone on defense knew their position, understood their responsibilities, and executed it well. So you may ask, why do positions matter? On defense, each position is defending a particular area on the field. Your position determines your defensive responsibility. And just like on offense, all 11 players need to do their jobs in order to have a successful defense. So what are the positions called on defense? The first positions that we'll talk about are the defensive line positions. As noted by the yellow circle down below, the defensive line lines up along the line of scrimmage across from the offensive line. In the middle of the defensive line, across from the center, is the nose guard, or sometimes called the nose tackle. The nose guard is responsible for stopping running plays up the middle and for pressuring the quarterback on passing downs. To the right and to the left of the nose guard are the defensive tackles. Like the nose guard, the defensive tackles are responsible for stopping the run and are also responsible for pressuring the quarterback on passing plays. To the outside of the defensive tackles are the defensive ends. The defensive ends are primarily responsible on running plays for forcing the play back inside rather than allowing running backs and quarterbacks to get to the outside where there's more space and less defenders. On passing plays, the defensive ends usually rush the quarterback. The next type of defensive positions that we will talk about are called linebackers. The linebackers typically line up about 4 yards off the ball, and they are responsible for stopping the run on running plays and for pass coverage on passing plays. The yellow circle below identifies the 3 linebackers in this formation. The linebacker in the center of the field is called the middle linebacker, or is often referred to as the Mike. The Mike linebacker usually lines up a few yards behind the nose guard, slightly to one side or slightly to the other, depending on the defensive call. The linebackers to the left and to the right of the middle linebacker are called outside linebackers. They are often referred to as the Sam and the Will linebackers. The Sam linebacker is responsible for the strong side of the field, or in other words, wherever the offense has more players, that's considered the strong side. The Will linebacker is responsible for the weak side, or in other words, where the offense has fewer players. The last defensive positions that we'll look at are called the defensive secondary. While the defensive secondary is responsible for coming up and stopping the run on running plays, The primary responsibility of the defensive secondary is pass coverage on passing plays. The players in the defensive secondary that are to the far outside across from the wide receivers are called cornerbacks. Cornerbacks are responsible for defending the pass first and for stopping the run on sweeps and any outside runs. The final person in the defensive secondary is the person who lines up the farthest away from the ball, and that individual is called the safety. The safety is primarily responsible for defending deep passing plays, but is also responsible for preventing long runs in the running game. Okay, so let's review. First, we talked about defensive line positions, including the nose guard, defensive tackles, and defensive ends. Then we talked about linebacker positions, which included the middle linebacker, also known as the Mike, and the outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. Finally, we ended with secondary positions, starting with the cornerbacks and ending with the safety. Now let's test your knowledge. Question number 1. Which player is in the middle of the defensive line across from the center? The correct answer is the nose guard, or we would have also accepted nose tackle. Question number 2. The yellow arrow shown below is pointing to which defensive line position? The correct answer is the defensive end. Question number 3. The players to the far outside, across from the wide receivers, are called what? If you said cornerbacks, then you are correct. Nice job. Question number 4. The middle linebacker is also known by what common name? The correct answer is the Mike linebacker. If you got that one correct, you were definitely paying attention. Question number 5. Which player usually lines up the farthest away from the ball on defense, shown by the arrow down below? The correct answer is the safety. So how did you do on our quiz? If you missed any questions, you can always watch the video over again. Thank you for participating and good luck this season.